Today I'm going to do a simple and quick review on Rider, the scanner from Dronetag. Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Alan Gadgets. Today I'm going to be doing my third product review from Dronetag. I have done review on the BS combo, the Beacon and now the Rider. Even though Dronetag sent me their product for review, I've been assured that I have total freedom on my content. So basically it is a scanner from Dronetag that is going to scan remote ID from drones, and this will be enforced in Singapore by December 1st. And if you haven't gotten your remote ID for your drone yet by December, make use of this 10% discount from Dronetag until the end of October. For Singapore pilot only, their highest discount ever. Before going into the detail, if you're interested in all things drone cameras and gadget, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit on the bell button for future notification. We have here the Dronetag Rider and all its accessories. These are all optional accessories. What you have in the box is the remote ID receiver itself, USB cable, welcome to Dronetag family, and QR code to documentation, instructions on the cover of the box. So what the scanner do is actually to detect remote ID that is broadcasting the signal in both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You can obviously use any smartphone that is out in the market as long as you can download an app that could detect remote ID broadcasting signal in either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So why would you need to use such a scanner instead of a phone? The very first obvious reason is the range, and that is just using the standard antenna. If you use an optional bi-direction antenna, you can actually detect up to 8 or even 10 kilometers away. I also have the optional extension antenna with a magnetic base that I could use to mount on my car if I decide to do a drive and scan at the same time. I've been trying to drive and scan for weeks in my car, but drone activity in Singapore are really low, and also due to the densely built high-rise building, it's very hard to get a line of sight signal. I wasn't able to get any drone detection at all while I'm driving. So besides the detection range, how is it better than a phone? By using a Rider, you can free up the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on the phone. As we all use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for many other things, especially Bluetooth, you could be connected to multiple devices concurrently. So if you're using your phone to scan for signal via the Bluetooth, you will be cycling and switching between the different devices. It will not be optimum when scanning for remote ID. And for Android users, you can even take one step more. You can connect a USB cable between the Rider and the phone. In this way, you can even free up the Bluetooth connection between the Rider and the phone. But this feature is not available to iPhone users because the usage of the USB has been very restrictive on iOS. And the last advantage of using a Rider is if you have a data bundle with Dronetag, which is given to you free 2 months upon activation. With this data bundle, you're able to record the detection and upload to cloud via 4G, the LTE, and you don't even need your phone around. With all its capability, features and technology, it does come with a rather high and steep price tag. So let's talk about use case that Rider is suitable for. The first thing I can think of is useful for places where security and privacy is of top priority. To prevent intrusion or possible intrusion from incoming drones, you can use it to detect and monitor drones that are nearby. You can have multiple security holding scanner on each of them and moving different part of the compound or the perimeters. And with the data bundle, all the scanner will be detecting and saving all the data into the account. And someone from the control room, the security guard control room, can log on to the crowd and then monitor the situation remotely and in real time. So this will serve as one point of monitoring for all the perimeters against incoming or nearby drones that could invade or potential invading the security and privacy of the compound that you are trying to protect. The second use case I can think of is in commercial settings. I myself is a certified commercial drone pilot, and if I'm on a job on site, either doing survey or doing videography, I want to make sure that my airspace is clear to avoid any possible collision. I want to be aware of the airspace around me, and the Rider could help notify me if it detects any incoming drone or any drone flying nearby. The third use case can be applied to anyone and everyone. Either you're a commercial pilot or recreational pilot, you can face this situation where you will be confronted by a Karen. Wrongful claims like when the Karen is claiming that you're flying at a height that you shouldn't be when you are actually not, and she's saying that you're flying in areas that is a no-fly zone that is illegal when you are not. So this record or this scanning records your flight path and would serve as hard evidence if the Karen decides to call upon the authority to send a police or some. This is a record to show that you are within compliance, you're not breaking any laws, and she's making false claim. It's all uncalled for.
Help! Police! Someone call the police! Help!
So with those use cases in mind, this is usually optional for most user or most pilot, unless you have a very specific reason like security and privacy issue that you need to keep drones out of your area. This would be a good scanner instead of just relying on your phone. And for commercial pilots, which uses your drone as an investment to make money, I mean, that's your bread and butter. You have to protect it, right, somehow. But for recreation user, I say it's totally optional. This is not a light investment for any user just to get one to scan the sky. A phone scanner would be enough instead of a dedicated scanner like Rider. So that's all I have for this simple review on the Dronetag Rider. If you are interested in more things on the remote ID, I have a series of past videos touching on the topic of remote ID and the remote ID module from Dronetag. Check them out if you are interested, and if you are thinking of getting one, again 10% discount, the largest ever from Dronetag for Singapore pilots, that you can order before the end of October. And lastly, if you are interested in all things drone cameras and gadgets, do consider subscribing to my channel and click on the bell button for future notification, and I'll see you again in the next one.